Good afternoon. I'm Mary Story, co-vice chair of the Roundtable on Obesity Solutions, and I'd like to welcome you all of here for this afternoon session. This session is organized by key settings where change is happening. And in the next 2 hours, we will cover 4 of the settings: early child care and education, schools, work sites, and healthcare. Each of these topics will be covered for 30 minutes, and we're going to be having the same format for every topic setting. We're going to start with an overview presentation for 10 minutes, and we've asked each presenter that will present through the course of the day to cover 3 things. 1, to discuss the status of obesity prevention related to this setting from their perspective. Secondly, where should we be headed in this particular setting in the areas of nutrition, physical activity, and the elimination of health disparities. And the third area is what would be a breakthrough action in this setting, and what needs to be done for this to occur in the next 3 years. Now, this overview presentation will be limited to 10 minutes, so this is kind of like speed dating, where you really will be we've asked each of the presenters to really kind of zoom in and crystallize their thinking in these 3 areas. Now, following this overview presentation, we will hear comments from 2 experts for each of the settings. We've asked each of the commenters to address this issue. Based on your knowledge and experience, what are the top 2 actionable opportunities for obesity solutions in the area of nutrition, physical activity, and elimination of health disparities related to this setting? And they have 5 minutes to make their comments. After the 3 presentations for each setting, we'll have a very brief time, probably 10 minutes, for comments and questions. There's 2 mics set up on each side of the room. So we have a lot to cover, and we're going to get started. I want to just briefly introduce the presenters for this first setting, which is early care and education. We have Debbie Chang, who's sitting in the middle, who's Vice President of Policy and Prevention for Nemours Foundation. And this will be followed by comments from Diane Ward, who's sitting closest to me, who's Director of Intervention and Policy Division and Professor of Nutrition at the University of North Carolina. And the second commenter is Jerry Henchy, who's at the end, who's Director of Nutrition Policy and Early Childhood Programs with the Food Research and Action Center, FRAC. So with that, we'll get started with Debbie Chang.